Hi there. Today we're going to talk about some holiday family survival tips and tricks so that you can navigate that family drama like a pro. Welcome to December, aka the season of twinkling lights, way too many cookies, and family drama. So let's be real, holidays with families can be as unpredictable as the weather. One day you look out and it's sunny, and the next minute, there's a snowstorm and, chaos everywhere. But don't worry, I've got your back with this holiday survival guide to keep you calm, collected, and grounded, laughing your way through the season. So before we get started, I just want you to know, you are not alone. Let's get one thing straight. If your family, I know my family sometimes, feels like a mashup of really heartfelt moments and then cringeworthy chaos, then you're completely normal. In fact, that's how it is, right? We have a sign in my house that says, remember, as far as anybody knows, we're completely normal family. And honestly, normal families are the ones that have their ups and downs and everything in between. But, just keep going. So, and then throw in menopause and mood swings and hot flashes and plain old exhaustion, and you've got a recipe for a perfect storm. So if the holidays season feels more like a pressure cooker than a Hallmark movie for you, you're in the right place. So let's get some tips to feel, grounded and drama-free this season. For anybody who doesn't know me, I'm Nancy Brooker. I'm the Living in Yes coach for women who are navigating the challenges of peri and post menopause. Okay, let's get right into it. Remember these three letters: STP. That's your secret weapon, STP. When I was a kid, STP stood for sticky toilet paper, but not anymore. Now it's your secret to the holiday season. And I don't want you to toilet paper anybody's house. Let's get started with the S. The S stands for self-care and setting boundaries. Now, I know self-care can seem like one of those, buzzwords that people throw around. Oh, I do the self-care thing. But it's really it's what's your survival, your armor. I don't like to use the word armor because I don't really love having to protect yourself from family, but it's what keeps you, protects you from the drama, I guess, right? So self-care is so important, and it can be so simple. It doesn't have to be some big thing. It can be something as small as lighting a candle with your favorite candle and just having a little zen moment. It can be finding an essential oil with a scent that you really like and just putting a little bit of that on and reminding yourself, oh, okay, I can be calm here. It can be going out for a little bit of fresh air, going out and getting a walk, and predetermining an escape route if that's what you need, but hopefully not. But that fresh air will do you a lot of good. It's great for self-care. And then sleep is really important, because a sleep-deprived you will not deal with things as well as well-rested you. So sleep is super important. Make sure you're getting your sleep. And then set those boundaries, baby. Boundaries are important at this time of year. We need to be able to say no in a loving and kind way. So, it could be anything. It could be that somebody wants you to go to one more party and you just can't do it. And, it's okay to say no. Thanks so much for the invitation, but I just really need some downtime right now. It's okay to say that. Maybe it's, you're on your way to Christmas dinner and somebody asks you to drive an hour out of your way to pick up a special pie. Maybe you don't really need that special pie, and maybe it's okay to say no. Maybe it's that somebody's commenting on, your weight or something like that every year at the holiday season. So have something ready ahead of time that you're going to say to that person. Practice your line. Oh, thanks so much, Aunt Marge, for your concern. But I'm feeling pretty good about myself and where I am right now. And then just walk away. You don't need to stay in that conversation. You're allowed to set boundaries and, feel good, right? Okay, so that's the S, set boundaries and self-care. T is for topics to avoid and tapping. So let's topics to avoid. Nothing crashes a family dinner faster than, debating politics or religion or personal life choices, which, often feels like an attack when you talk about something like that. And for you, that might be fine at your family dinner. Often it's not, and it causes a lot of conflict. So stay away from those topics. Have some neutral conversation starters ready, in your back pocket before you go. What's everyone's favorite Christmas movie this year? Or what is everyone's favorite movie that this past year? Is anyone planning a fun trip? That sort of thing. Whatever that neutral conversation. Isn't this dinner lovely? Whatever the conversation goes to. And use the tapping. So you might not know this or might not have seen a tapping video, but you can actually tap at the dinner table while the conversation is going on, and something triggering is happening. So I believe, and I know that I've talked about this before, but there are tapping points at the base of your nail beds. So you can just use a couple of fingers and tap. Now I'm doing with my hand up here, so obviously you can see me. But I would put if your hands were under the table, you can't tell that I'm tapping. So you can tap on what's the best way for me to do this? You can tap. It's actually, so if your hand is facing outside, the tapping is on the inner base of your nail bed. So there's those points. There's the side of the hand, there's the inside of the wrist, the outside of the wrist, and then there's a point here between your ring and your baby finger. You can tap there. And you don't have to tap, you can rub. So you can rub those points, you can rub your wrist, you can hold your wrist, and you can do all that under the table so that nobody even knows what you're doing. So very important, very helpful way to keep yourself calm and grounded in the midst of chaos. And as a bonus, if you're rubbing your cuticles, it actually stimulates cuticle growth. So there you go. Okay, so the last one is the P. So we have the sticky, the S for self-care and setting boundaries, the T for topics to avoid and tapping, and now we were on the P for pause, stay positive, and stay present. Very important things. So it's easy to spiral out of control. I think the first thing is just need to pause and breathe, right? So I've taught you the stop, drop, and breathe. You stop, you drop your shoulders, and you just take a breath. Hold it for a couple seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, and then let it out. And try and let that out breath be longer than that in breath. Do that 3 or 4 times. Go into another room if you have to do that, just to calm and center yourself. Try and stay positive. It's really easy to, focus on things that have happened in the past. Well, I guess this is more stay present, but things about a person that have happened that you don't like. So maybe somebody is always nitpicking on something around you, and that's really difficult. However, when anybody needs help, they're always the first ones there to, offer assistance or to just do what they can. They have a beautiful heart. So just trying to focus, before the family gathering, think about one thing that you love about each person who's coming. I love to do that because it's such a great way to just keep your heart full and open and really welcoming to people. And, kind of alluded to it already, but stay present. Rehashing things that have happened in the past are not helpful. Just staying in the present moment, the smell of the turkey, the smell of the cookies, the laughter of the children, opening of the gifts, just, whatever it is for you, just stay in that present moment and really soak it in and enjoy, the good that's going on around you. So, STP, not sticky toilet paper, self-care, set boundaries, topics to avoid, tapping, and then the P is pause, positive, present. All right, so those are the tools that are going to get you through your holiday season, things for you to practice. If you need some extra support, please reach out. I'd love to have you join me over on Living in Yes. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. And, if you're in that peri or postmenopausal stage and dealing with stressors in your life, you know, empty nesting, changing jobs, kids are still around, family dynamics, relationship stress, whatever that is, let's talk and see how we can get you through that. And if you're not sure what that next chapter in your life wants to look at, you want that to look like, we can help you get there as well and help you get through the little stickiness that's keeping you in place. So remember, family is like fudge. They're mostly sweet, but there are a lot of nuts. So just enjoy the whole thing. Take care. Have the best holiday season ever. And I will talk to you soon. Bye now.